to the following presentation of the National Football League.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas. Host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys off to a slow start, 1-2, following the loss last week. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw again. Dak. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. To the air again. Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Cowboys first down.
Williams gets it on the draw. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. A A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, it's funny, some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
And the Packer first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Jacobs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cowboys offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And them up and down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Play fake. Prescott. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Trevon Revel there to make the play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Dak to throw. Third and long. Here's Prescott. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. A dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Love. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Dak to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And he's in! Devontae Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is first touchdown this year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 17. Packers nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. It is 3rd and long. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
That one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Packers are finally on the board. It's 17-3. Johnson now to return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's another run here for Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
the 36-yard line.
To throw is Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Quick throw on target to Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third.
Now Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Cowboys, first down. First down and goal to go.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Packers 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do in this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike, and it puts a lot of stress on the defense. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket, but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. There's a short one, caught by Kraft. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3.
Throwing on second down, Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On first and 10, here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Second down, they need 7. Back to throw is Love. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Gain of 12. First down, Green Bay.
Now Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal, Green Bay.
To throw is Love. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the Cowboys' 1-yard line.
Love to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Throwing is Love. That one, take it in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. On the return, this is strong. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Lots to get to from a jam-packed Sunday of football. Let's get right into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots at home to take on the Panthers in a Super Bowl 38 rematch. And it's the New England defense that comes up with the big play here. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Patriots get the victory in the battle of unbeatens. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On play action, Love. This one is caught by Reed. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
To throw is Love. This one intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On the ground, this is Williams. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Michigan man Kenneth Grant, drafted 13th overall. There for the stop.
Brings up
second down, Prescott. He'll tuck it and take off. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now, faking the give. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and
Ball
goal.
a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They run on the jet sweep. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's into the end zone yet again. Ramante Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun. It's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10. And the Packers first down.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion goes Dobbs. Once again, it's Jacobs. The ball comes out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Play fake. Prescott. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play action now. Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
They run over center with Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense head back onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. A good play action with Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Running is Jacobs. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
Rasul Douglas on the tackle. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
25 yards. And the Packers.
On 1st down, it's Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 4.
2nd down throw for Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line and in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the play fake, Dak. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Up third and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger wants a punt for Dallas. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
On second and 10, it's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Here's Love. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
Love to throw. That one is complete to Hardman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. At the 36.
Going on second down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. First and 10.
A gain of 14. And a
Love.
first down.
Flushed to his left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down, Packers.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down
From the 33, here's second and 6.
on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the gun, it's Love. There's that man again. Another catch. Third and 2. Here we go.
A gain of 4. And it's third.
Back to throw is Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Sante Fowler in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. He'll try and get... And he'll take this one in. Yardage, Love, touchdown, Green Bay. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Play action now. Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Talk things over before third down.
Makes it third and 4.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Hartman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
A gain of 7.
To throw is Love. Left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Green Bay.
He'll get up and clock it, and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. On 2nd down, Love. High-headed defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Love to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. This is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And
now Love.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. How about that for a big play on 4th and 10? They get almost exactly what they needed and move the sticks. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.